All right. So imagine we lived in a different universe where all the benders from the Avatar universe just lost their powers. Now, we know that certain benders who don't rely on bending too much could, survive. But let's just say for excluding for this argument, we're going to take away Azula, Zuko, and we're going to take away Zahir because Zahir, when he got his bending, he just became an OP badass.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna have benders in their respective time periods. So first the Last Airbender and then Korra. We're gonna have them fight each other, the benders who lose their bending. So it's like if Aang didn't have bending and he fought Katara with no bending, who would win? Basically like that. And we're gonna scan through all the major characters of Last Airbender first. So who we got? We're gonna list them out. We got Aang, Katara, Toph. Sorry.
Do we want to bring Iroh? Because I feel like Iroh pretty.
Sure. Yeah. We should.
Iroh.
Iroh
Yeah,
for sure.
we should include Iroh.
Iroh, the Fire Lord, Ozai.
Sure, Ozai. I don't know how we're gonna
Maybe,
judge that.
Maybe we'll take him out. Let's see.
We
Trying to remember.
Okay, obviously we can't do Toph. We
can't
just,
do Toph, no.
She's blind.
She's blind, so without her bending, she can't see. So
Yeah.
obviously she's not going to win.
She'd be Daredevil.
Yeah.
But,
And we're not including non-benders in this, so they have to have originally been benders.
Commander
and-
Chow. Sorry,
Sure.
I'm just adding people.
But we know, at least I know in my heart, I feel like Azula would win. That's what I.
If you-
If we included her, that's why we're excluding her. And I feel like if Zuko was there, he'd probably be the winner after that.
I don't know. I feel like Iroh can beat Azula, because I feel like Zula is mainly head games, and Iroh's not deceived by head games.
Do you think Iroh now, like Iroh at the end of Avatar, or like Bossing Say Iroh?
I think
Let's say end of Avatar.
end of Avatar. Yeah, I think any Iroh, honestly,
Because
because I've never seen Iroh really had trouble with Zula. Now, granted, we never seen him really because Iroh. I feel like Iroh could take out Zula if he wanted to. But he's never been the type of guy to do that. Like, that's not his battle. He knows his place.
Then
I
why
guess
not?
we're including
Yeah,
Azula
then why not
and
include them?
Zuko in the discussion.
Okay, maybe we should get rid of Iroh then.
No. Let's
Because we bring Azula, and then
bring
now we
everyone.
know
All
who's
right,
going to win.
everyone's in.
Everyone's in. Let's just bring everyone in.
All right, let's just do a ranking then. Let's just do a ranking.
All right.
Okay.
You bring up a good point, because if we're talking Iroh post eclipse, then that means he broke out of Cell with his bare hands.
Sure. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, because that's not his normal state. That was like after months of secluded training.
Yeah,
So-
but I think we should still take the benders at the end,
Okay.
because they got training still.
Fair.
They
Yeah.
improved over time.
That's fair. I think that the reason I would assume that Azula can still beat Iroh is just because, from what we see with Azula, her skill is in her athleticism. Like, she's very acrobatic.
Mm-hmm.
She's very quick and fast.
Do they get weapons or no?
I mean, if we want, I think
Let's say hand to hand or.
I was thinking more hand to hand,
I'm
but I
assuming
think
hand-to-hand.
But
Okay, let's just go with hand to hand.
Okay, if it's hand to hand, then Iroh would have a much better chance, I think.
Yeah,
Just like off of strength.
I agree.
yeah, there's that strength, and then also I feel like Azula's biggest point again is deception. Her biggest is she gets the person psychologically down before she attacks,
Which is true.
So Iroh's not someone who can go through that, and that gets her frustrated. And the reason why she does that is so she can feel powerful. But if she doesn't feel powerful, that's when she's off.
Mm-hmm.
And Iroh would pick on that, and therefore, that's what I feel like why he would win.
Yeah, so I actually 100% agree. So I think we should talk about the next person. If we were to, okay, let's just talk about the weaker ones.
Okay.
Aang, Katara,
Boomy.
that's an interesting one, because like if Boomy lost his bending, would he be as strong? Probably not, huh?
No.
Well,
I mean, obviously
Boomy-
not, but like
is also like old but super super strong. Like if we're considering Iroh's transformation for when he was in jail, I don't know if he wouldn't be a match for Boomy without bending, because Boomy is also like physically very athletic and,
Yeah,
and
he
strong.
has to be. Remember that episode where he like jumped pretty much like 50 feet into the air?
Yeah.
And then like landed somewhere.
I say that was due to earthbending, but that's
Yeah,
just
I
me.
agree. I agree. A lot of that was earthbending. Like he softens the ground, or like he's able to
Propel himself.
Yeah, but he has to have some sort of level of physical strength
Okay,
to work.
that's fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I still don't think he can beat Arrow.
I don't know. I mean, I love Iroh, but I feel like he's just being. I don't know. I wouldn't put him on that pedestal just because, like, that's not his normal state. Like, I know we're talking about him being super strong, but his normal state is like old, fat, lazy.
Well, see, that's my problem. Like Iroh, I don't think Iroh was a troll when I feel like he's old, fat, lazy. Like, yeah, he knows to joke around. But it's like, again, remember that thief tried to get at him, and he's just like, "Look, bro,
Yeah.
like you're not going just because I'm a fat man don't mean I'm stupid."
Right.
Like,
No,
Iroh,
but he also fought like those earthbenders while chained up.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's a complete weakling.
No,
in his fat
absolutely
state.
not.
Like I still think he has a good chance of being Azula, even in his like not as fit state.
Yeah, I wouldn't see. Okay, so my thing is like I think that if he's in his unfit state and he doesn't have bending, I think Azula can take him. But like, which is why I asked the question before. Like, I was talking about bossing Say Iroh.
Right.
If it was Iroh at his prime, like taking down whole cities and stuff like that and nations, then yeah, I think that he would clearly be better than modern Azula easily.
I don't know. I still think even when he's like after, like at the end of the series, I still think he would still be better, just because like even though maybe he might be stronger, at the end again when it comes to fights, sometimes like I said, the art of war, it's skill, like the mindset.
Yeah.
Like if you know how these people work, pay attention to the body, whatever, you can outrule your opponent.
Nobody has more experience than
Than Iroh.
That's true.
So
That's why we need to talk about the lesser ones.
okay.
Alright, Aang versus Katara. Who would win?
I got mine on Katara.
Yeah, Katara. I feel like again, Aang's beliefs again is just his biggest issue. I feel like his beliefs.
But like if it were a fight to just like nullify or like, tap or whatever.
Not to hurt.
Yeah, not to hurt.
I think
even
Katara would still have
I still feel like Aang doesn't like to fight in general. That's just my belief of it at all. So, and not to mention it's Katara too. So we know Aang likes Katara a lot. So I feel like that will also go to his advantage. While Katara is more of like.
But if you just isolate fighting ability, like nothing else, you'd say that hand to hand, Katara would be better.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's interesting because I feel like Aang has the edge because he has airbending training, and not that it translates both ways, but like Zahir's physical capabilities translating to him like after he got his airbending, it's sort of like almost like very similar. At least like the skills. So I feel like there's some translations backwards as well. So if Aang lost his airbending, there'd be a lot of skills he can still do without bending that are still effective. And for Katara, I feel like without water bending, she's close to like combatless in terms of skill. Like what does she know other than water bending to fight? I feel like close to nothing.
I'm trying to think. That's fair enough. I don't know. I
I
still feel
Unless you're
like,
thinking about physical constitution where Katara's bigger.
okay.
She's bigger and older, yeah. But I think so. That's at least part of what's going into my thinking. But then, just like on a level like they don't have any abilities. Aang doesn't really have much to work with. I don't think. I don't necessarily think that the training that he gets from the air nomads would translate to any kind of physical
Yeah.
combat.
I don't know. It's just, again, I have to bring up his character because I feel like character is a big, like, again, the reason why I bring up Iroh again is character. The reason why I bring up Zula's character because I feel like character does play a lot in fighting. And I just feel like Aang's character.
Even if he's passive and avoiding, do you think Katara can somehow like put him down?
Yes, because I think, again, going back to her character, she's more of that, like, again,
She's
strong,
more aggressive.
More aggressive. She will do what she needs to do regardless. Like,
Yeah.
again, she even learned
But like, how can she hit him? I feel like he'll be too fast.
too fast.
Like
I don't
he'll
know.
be good at dodging still.
I feel like she would figure out a way to lure her in. Like, I feel like she would know. I feel like, again, Aang may run around, but I feel like Katara would be observant to see patterns. And I can see her using that to.
All right, it's 2 against 1.
Whatever, that's just my.
Okay, my final word is I feel like Aang would just keep avoiding until Katara got tired, and then, make her tap out after that. That's my personal opinion. Just because I feel like Aang has more agility and probably stamina. Just because waterbending is not very aggressive or like moving, it's more like stationary fighting, and Aang is very used to like moving everywhere, like a lot.
That's true. I guess my opinion why I think Katara can win is just like, I feel like going back to your youthfulness, it's like Aang's like a little kid, but Katara's like a mother. So like, I feel like she's had a motherly experience to know how to deal with kids being weird and running around.
Yeah, and it's hard as like if your fighting style is like speed and avoidant, then it's like when you're playing Smash and you pick Sonic, it's hard to knock people out with Sonic. It's easy to like survive, but it's hard to like get the knockout. And I think that when you're doing speed and avoidant, that's the same thing. It's like you're just hoping that he stays away from Katara enough to have her tire out first and like have him not get hit, which you never know.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, who else is a contender? I feel.
Do you want to do? No, that's not
Do
fair.
you think Zhao could beat both of them?
Commander Zhao?
Yeah, it's a non-bending fight, so I feel like his constitution.
Yeah, I think Zhao could beat both of them. I think Zhao will have more endurance. So even they both were attacking him, I think Zhao will be able to endure a lot of their.
It paints a new light on Zhao.
When Zhao is successful. So not to mention when he when you try to cut he burned the fish. I forgot. I don't know, but the point is, it looked like they had. Like swords, or whatever. But it's not swords; it's their fire pen.
Yeah, right. But okay, how about Azula versus Zuko?
Azula versus Zuko. So now we're bringing up the strong people.
Yeah, hand to hand.
Again, I go back to that. I feel like Zula's most cunning end goes back to her manipulative nature. Like, I really think.
What if we're taking like Zuko at the very end, where he's at his calmest, most like aware state?
I still feel like she's still.
Skill wise, I feel like she's probably still better.
I still and she's still better skilled.
Yeah, I agree. Azula's still got it.
And even then, if you read what's it called? Was it The Promise, the one where they go look for his mom? Mm-hmm. She still kind of had some manipulated. Even when she was at her best, at her worst state, she still was able to get Zuko a little bit manipulative, even though he was in his.
True.
So,
best 2 out of 3, we say Iroh is at the very top, right?
Okay.
Who would be second?
Azula. Or no. Dang, that's hard. I want to say Azula.
Azula versus who?
Azula's at the top for me.
Okay, I was gonna say Azula maybe even Azula versus like Boomy. I still feel like she can beat Boomy.
Really?
Azula can be Boomy.
Yeah, it's hard to judge his strength without his earthbending.
That's true.
It
It's hard.
It is hard to judge.
But then again, he's also old too. So even though he may be strong, there's still like.
Yeah, without his bending, we don't know how he's gonna move.
That's true. Mm. Well, yeah, but he, like even his leaps though, like just him, like when we first see him, and he jumps into that arena. That's like, or no, he did he do the spinny thing into the earth? I forgot. Anyway, I think he's still got some stuff, but I think I would put it like for me personally, I'd put Azula, then Iroh, then Boomy.
Okay.
No wait, yeah. I'll leave it like that. I'll put Azula, Iroh, Boomy.
I'll go with Iroh, Azula. I really don't know. There's no one else for sure. Boomy. Like who would? Oh wait, Zuko, right?
Yeah, Zuko.
Can Zuko beat Boomy?
Man, this is a hard one.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say because of the lack of information, I'm gonna say yes because Zuko's more youthful, has more like we've seen him do hand to hand in his blue spirit state. So
Yeah, definitely.
that's what I would say.
Definitely. Also, I feel like he also did he not beat Commander Zhao without firebending and just being blue spirit before? I'm
not sure.
I feel like they fought again one time.
They fought again at the North Pole.
And I don't remember him doing much firebending. Maybe they did do a little firebending. Yeah, they probably did a little firebending. I have to rewatch that again. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, Zuko. I'm trying to think of other benders though. Like I'm trying to go like maybe what was Katara's
Master Paku?
Paku? Do you think he would
too
be
old, man.
That's true. He's too old. Trying to think of other
John.
John. I don't know.
Haku?
He's Haku. Nah.
No. I'm trying to think of other people.
I mean, we're mainly talking about major characters.
Yeah, that's true. Major characters. Fair enough.
Well, okay, what?
The boulder.
The boulder, yeah.
Or Hippo.
Hey, man, the boulder
Hippo.
probably be pretty good.
Yeah, dude, look at his muscles.
I think Boomy can beat the boulder.
The boulder's not going to take.
Or Sparky Boom Boom Man.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're right.
That'd be interesting.
Oh man, we've left out like
We just
a
forgot
lot of
him.
characters.
There's a
I mean,
lot.
they're not major, so maybe
Right.
we can have like another one with minor characters.
Sure, we might do that then.
But we need to also talk about the Korra people.
Yeah. Unless you want to keep it to Last Airbender and then do Korra separately.
I feel like we should because this video is already long.
Okay.
Yeah.